originally a Fantastic Four villain, Kang the Conqueror has gone on to not only be one of the Avengers' main antagonists, but a main antagonist for the Marvel Universe itself. His deep comic book history makes him an iconic Marvel character, and he's come into conflict with a multitude of heroes since his 1963 debut. Although Kang is such a Marvel mainstay, he has yet to appear in any of the Marvel movies, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe going in a new direction following Avengers Endgame. Now would be a good time to catch up on this body and prepare for his cinematic arrival. Here are the 10 things you need to know about Kang the Conqueror. 10. Time Traveler. A genius from the future, Kang is best known in Marvel Comics as a preeminent time traveler. Using the power of his time ship, Kang can and has traveled to every century. With the MCU films having just introduced time travel in Avengers Endgame, now might be the perfect time to introduce a character such as Kang into the cinematic universe. Some have theorized the new Avengers movie clearly points to his introduction. His time-traveling abilities have always set him apart and made Kang one of Marvel's most interesting villains. 9. Weapons and Abilities. In addition to his time-traveling ship, Kang has a plethora of futuristic armor and weapons. Although he has no superpowers, Kang's battle armor gives him the strength and reflexes to go toe-to-toe with any meta. One of the Conqueror's most notable weapons is his neutrino ray, war-headed missile launcher. This devastating gun might sound enormous, but despite its power is the size of a handgun. 8. Loses his first love. Ravonna, a woman from a 14th century, had Kang for conquering her kingdom. Due to her rebellion, Kang's commanders demanded that he execute her. Kang couldn't bring himself to do so because of his love for Ravonna. This leading to an uprising with Kang's commanders teaming up with the Avengers to overthrow him. Just as a blast is about to kill Kang, Ravonna leaps in the way, saving his life, thus revealing she did in fact love the Conqueror. 7. Former PHARAOH. On his first trip through time, Kang decided to go to ancient Egypt. Upon his arrival, Kang used his advanced weapons and robots to take over. He then ruled over the Egyptians as their new pharaoh, Ramatut. Kang spent much of his time in ancient Egypt searching for the fabled Sabah-Nur. This Sabah-Nur will eventually go on to become one of the most powerful villains in the entire Marvel Universe, Apocalypse. Kang's ultimate endgame was to make the young Apocalypse his heir. Unfortunately for Kang, the Fantastic Four also find themselves in the same time and overthrow the evil despot. 6. Has multiple duplicates. Kang travels through time occurs so often that he creates an endless amount of time-displaced duplicates. This leads to many complicated stories where alternate realities are created, and the course of history is altered. The duplicate Kangs pop up throughout Marvel's history, sometimes at the same time. At this point, it is impossible to know who the original Kang is, or if there truly is one. 5. The CROSSTIME Kang Corps. A group of Kangs from alternate timelines, the CROSSTIME Kang Corps, decided to assemble in order to search for an ultimate weapon. This weapon they are searching is a Celestial. This group of Kangs actually found themselves in conflict with the Prime Kang. This Kang, thought to be the original in the main timeline, eventually kills the entire corps. 4. IMMORTUS. Deep into Kang's future, he becomes the Time Lord IMMORTUS. Tired of fighting and losing his loved ones in multiple timelines, Kang gives up his life as Kang in order to serve the Timekeepers. The Timekeepers are aliens from the end of the universe. They choose IMMORTUS as their avatar to defend timelines from those who would upset them, such as his younger self. Through many adventures, IMMORTUS often found himself on the side of the Avengers and other heroes, while they battled his former self. 3. Iron Lad. A member of the Young Avengers with a look reminiscent of Iron Man, Iron Lad was always a fan favorite of the team. This makes it all the more surprising to learn that Iron Lad is a younger version of Kang the Conqueror. When Kang travels back in time in order to convince his younger self to accept this destiny, his plans backfires. Instead, Iron Lad wishes to right the wrongs of his future self and become a hero. Iron Lad eventually becomes the founder and assembler of the Young Avengers. Their first mission was to defeat Kang and help Iron Lad take back his future. 2. Raises Black Bolt's son. In order to help his son Ahura, the inhuman King Black Bolt sends Ahura to the past with Kang. Kang agrees under one condition: he gets to keep Ahura. Eventually, Black Bolt goes searching for his son. Ahura, now a genius adult, decided to return with his father and aid the Inhumans. 1. Mr. Fantastic's Descendant. What may in fact be the most interesting things about Kang is his real name, Nathaniel Richards. Although never explicitly stated, this could mean he is the descendant of Mr. Fantastic himself. At one time, Kang actually thought Dr. Doom was his descendant. Some still believe his theory to be true.